people are using Google and YouTube as search engines to find answers to problems, to find answers to questions, right? And so we need to be able to give content that is answering that question. So YouTube is a search engine. It's actually the second largest search engine, and it's owned by the first largest search engine, which is Google, right? And so the purpose of a search engine is to deliver us the most accurate information possible, period. That is their job. That is the robot's job. If it's not doing that, if I'm trying to go to a golf course and you take me to a zoo, I would be pissed, right? Like that is the issue, right? Like that is the point. Like their job is to serve the searcher the most accurate information possible. Okay. And what that does for us as the creators, as the business, as the nonprofits, that means that we have a chance to be discoverable, right? But to the right people. Okay. And so with that being said, I always recommend starting out with educational content first, right? Because that is one of the most searchable and rankable pieces of content out there right now, right? Because people are using Google and YouTube as search engines to find answers to problems, to find answers to questions, right? And so we need to be able to give content that is answering that question, right? Maybe in the nonprofit sector, it's not a pain point or it's not a actual like problem, but it's a question of what they're what is on their mind, right? They're researching that, like, why should they be giving, right? Well, let me figure out what is really the statistics of this issue that is going on in the world, right? Like, think about it like that, right? People are searching for that because I know before I give my money to anyone, I want to know, like, how bad is it?
Totally. No. It's such a good point because my guess is that most nonprofits, if they think about like YouTube, they're thinking, okay, if we're going to get out there and be visible, what we need to be showing is like the impact of our work or like this like story, outcome story of what we do. And what you talk about that I love is like, you know what, in order to get quality leads, which for a nonprofit is like a funder, right? So if you want to get a quality funder, they need to be coming to you and ready to donate once they already have a good understanding of the problem. Like them going to your donation page on your website before they really understand the problem that you're working to solve, that's not a quality lead. You talk about that, in terms of like service providers, like your issue, like I think this was a few days ago, you talked about like, it's not a traffic issue, it's a quality traffic issue, right? And that YouTube is, look, I'm learning. But, and so I think that's so true for like nonprofits to be thinking about too. I think they focus all of their time on the solution that they're providing with, and maybe not all of it, but maybe 75, 25%. And there's a huge like funnel that needs to be built around educating people around the problem that their organization is out there to solve.